Hey now.
Hi,
Welcome
friends.
back. You know what time it is. But before we actually get into it, here you go. I love that. Every time it plays, it just gets me hyped, ready to get the show started. So,
Yes. Hey,
how you doing?
I am here.
Listen, your girl fell into her makeup box today, so here we are. I have a lot
Yeah.
of things on. I just kept going. It's just been one of those evenings.
Yeah.
So, as you know, we're Black and Curious. We're back with the mess. Reality
Yes.
prep time.
Happy New Year, everybody. We haven't seen you
Hello.
yet.
Hello. We have been gone for like a good old hiatus. I feels like it's been a solid 2 weeks, maybe more. So
Definitely.
if you missed us, we missed you too. What you drinking, sis?
I am just drinking had some leftover, what do you call that thing? Prosecco. What the hell? Had some leftover Prosecco, so it's a little bit of blood orange in there. So it's giving the blood orange mimosa, but in the evening.
I mean, listen, I'm not mad at that. Sounds delicious. You're down there in the tropical city, so it's okay. You can have it anytime.
Mm-hmm.
As for me, we are still with our good sis, the 19 crimes. She's over here holding me down in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last of the 19 crimes bottles that I purchased. So I'm going to have to see what Target is talking about this week.
Target actually was doing some good promotions for the holidays, so you should check back over there. They also had the because I bought it for my gifts. They had like 4 bottles, and then you get $10 back. But it was not the 19 crimes. It was something else.
Well, I'm gonna have to get that.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. You get like a $10 rebate, and it was on sale in the store. Anyways,
I ain't giving you that finger. Sorry, y'all. I got this little patch right here, and I feel like it's trying to come off. Sorry, friends.
So
sliding down to the Target is a priority. I'll be there this week.
Yes.
Care.
So just a heads up, all of our beauty details are always down below, as well as the timestamps. So, and it's going to be a lot because Deja got on a lot of face. Y'all know I've been giving you the same 3 faces for this. So, and it don't even be much. It's like the same face in 3 different lip glosses because I'd be getting off work. So,
I mean, I just fell into, like the makeup girls know when you just fall into your makeup box and you just keep going and you keep going, you be like, oh, this is cute. Okay. We did a little time. This might be a lot for this evening, but it's all right.
All right. So where would you like to begin?
So let's go on over to the OWN family and knock out this Ready to Love.
Mm-hmm.
See what they talking about. What are your thoughts of the last week?
You said what?
I said, what are your thoughts of this last week?
Did we already talk about how everybody dismissed themselves in the previous episode?
We did not. But in the previous episode, the only one that left was Naeem because the girl that he wanted got kicked off the show.
Oh, that was the previous one then, where there was like a mass exodit of the mean girls.
Yeah. So that's when Camille, Body Yaddy got kicked off the next episode, but it was like right after that. But yeah, literally like 3 people decided to just go to hell home, Shiloh included.
Shiloh's still around? Oh, wait, no, Shiloh left at the end of this past episode.
Oh, right. I'm like, I'm mistaken then because I thought that she told Tommy that this was the end of her road, honey.
Yeah, she did in this last episode. So let's start with Shiloh then. Let's go there.
I feel like I have an unpopular opinion.
Go for it.
And she lost me when she said that she felt like he was trying to be emotionally to emotionally hurt her by
I agree with you.
I understand the frustration around someone taking your agency and you being pissed off about that, but I more so am I'm more so am of the understanding of homeboy, in that like you all were in a rough area and he was trying to be sure that you were safe. So like you walking off mad, cussing and fussing, and most likely making a scene that's going to draw attention to you. So anything could have happened.
Yeah.
So like by the way he was talking and how serious he seemed about it, that gave me the perception that where they were was like, you know, girl, like Southeast DC, and you should not have been just traipsing around out there mad or not. And she's talking about, well, why couldn't you just follow me? Like the hell, he already said that the shit won't save, sis.
And also, like, we'll come back to that in a second, but like, he said that they only had he had one shot, and they were out to 4 a.m, and I call bullshit.
Lies. Hello, lies from the pit of hell.
Lies.
Okay.
I'm like, you was out till 4 a.m, you had one shot. I was like, it was giving me like she was probably drunk boots and out there hollering,
acting a plum fool.
And again, there's no excuse for him taking away her agency in that way. But I also was like, you thought that you didn't think he was physically going to hurt you, but you thought he was trying to hurt your feelings when he touched you.
Like, girl, what the hell you talking about? You the intimacy coach now. Do that make any sense to you? Well, evidently it does because she said it. But like, girl, if a client had said that to you, you would have been like, say more about that. What exactly does this mean?
It's giving trauma. It's giving trauma and something she needs to heal from.
Very much so.
Because I was just like, if she had said like I felt physically unsafe, I would have like, not like I didn't think he was gonna hurt me, but it triggered me. I could have gone along with that.
So the thing that confuses me is that she did say all those things when she sat down with Tommy the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, it triggered me. I've had an emotionally abusive relationship, so on and so forth. Even when she was talking to homeboy, I don't even know his name. What is his name?
I know. I was trying to find his name. That's why I was looking down. Phil. Was it Phil or Frank?
Felipe.
Phil.
So when she was sitting down with Mr. Felipe, like the whole idea of like, you don't know the trauma that I've been through and the experiences that I've had to have picked me up. Like, cool, I'm with you 100%.
100%.
But that emotionally, you tried to hurt me. Like, girl, what are you talking about?
It made 0 sense. 0 sense.
It just seems like she was still looking to be upset and she wasn't ready to be over the situation. But for me, it's a thing of like, just say, you know what? I'm not there yet. I'm still angry. I can recognize logically that you were trying to, you know, do X, Y, and Z, or hell, you don't even have to get to that point. You could simply just be like, you know what? I'm going to have to process your explanation at a later date. Right now, I just want to be mad. But most people ain't gonna do that shit.
I mean, or she could have just said, "I'm not ready." Like I'm still processing. I'm good for I'm still processing, and I ain't ready yet.
Hello. I mean, that's all you need, but you know, not everybody is able, so you know, we can move right on along.
That's fine. I guess we can go to Phil. What is that child's name? The new girl.
Oh my God! Why we don't know the children's name?
I cannot ever remember her name.
Sydney.
There you go.
What up? To a language that we don't speak. How you doing?
Oh my God.
Carry on.
I'm like brightening up my screen. I'm like, ooh. Sydney is playing the both of them, but it seems like whoever went, I think she took, who did she take, Phil or Frank to her parents?
I think she took both of them.
No, she took one to her sister and one to her parents. She took Frank to her sister.
Okay, so then
Phil to her parents.
Yeah.
So I think Phil is her main guy. Frank is her sidekick. And Frank should just probably go ahead and go with Mumen.
He seems to be the most equally matched with Mumen, even down to like potential culture.
Yeah.
Or like being first generation American, and then whatever the other, you know, like, I guess country?
He said Ghanaian. I think he's Ghanaian.
But Mumen is not. What was Mumen?
She is. Oh wait, no. Is she Ghanaian?
No, he is, because he said that his family lives outside of Accra.
Cameroon.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we forgive us for not remembering. But
Yeah, I
like,
meant to write notes, but I just
I
lost
forgot
track.
to write the countries down, but we did
Yeah.
good. We did good, okay, y'all.
Yeah.
But no, like the two of them having very similar upbringings, I'm sure, having, like African parents in the house, and then
Yeah.
outside the house it's all America, and you're like Black American, like
Yeah.
they have similar experience, I'm sure.
And I hadn't realized that he was West African also, so I think that's a
I don't think
good.
he ever said it until this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
So
So I
like
think that's
that
a
was
good match, but
receptive.
I feel like he's about to fumble the bag on Mumen trying to chase behind Sydney.
But I mean, he was really direct with Sydney when he was with her sister, and I wasn't mad at him, just kind of because but it gave me a vibe of like your father talking to you, like, sit down, little girl, and listen, as opposed to like, yeah, I'm still dating other people, I'm still writing out this process, and I hope that you are too, or not even I hope, but I know that you are too. So then we should just be okay.
Yeah.
So, child, who knows? I don't know. Well, I mean, we're gonna see Friday.
We're gonna see on Friday. I'm looking forward to this reunion. This season has not compelled me whatsoever, not even a little bit.
I mean, the most of the spice and the entertainment came from the Tree Amigos, and 2 of the tree is gone.
I will say I'm glad that they're gone, because the energy was so different with them. Oh, Donta and Aisha.
Yes, he took her to meet him, or no, she took him to meet her mother and brother.
Yeah.
Which I saw them, I was like, damn, all 3 of them look alike. They all got the same face. Mama Jeans are strong.
So I thought he fared well. I thought that it was going to be rough on him, but he fared well.
I mean, with the 3 baby mamas and the 3 children, it can go any sort of way.
It can go either way.
But I feel like Sabrina's mother was giving me old school New York, old school Black. And she just wasn't play no games. Like, so what is the deal? Do you like her? Yeah. Are we gonna see you again? Like, and even made like inference to seeing him at another function. So we'll see. Hopefully they make it. Yeah. Hopefully one of these relationships off these shows that pair up on TV make it.
I think they have the best shot. Maybe Frank and Mumen, but I don't even think that's gonna work. Walter and Sabrina definitely are not going to work.
Say more about that. Not with this simple ass face.
Those 2 people are just
like, what is going on? That's one of the things I'm asking.
Yeah, and it kind of seems like it works on paper, but he's mostly looking for a family, and she's not really wanting to have more children, and she's a little old for him, even though they're the same age. Like, it seems like he's used to dating younger, and I think that's going to be a problem, especially when it comes to having children, because she's already like 45.
She don't want to have no more children. Remember, she said that.
No. Besides not even wanting to have children, like, her clock is clocked. Like,
she's not like, you know what? If you all watch the very, very first, I guess like the pilot season, there was a girl on there who was cute as a button, but she was also 45, talking about she was still wanting to have children. And I'm like, girl, what is going on? Chasing after the young, ignorant one that just wanted to play with all the women on the show.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. So I was just like, I don't think this is gonna work. And it's like, even if he convinced her that, like, okay, let's try, they would need to try like now.
You know what? We gonna move right on along.
And she doesn't strike me like she's 45 with an 8-year-old, so that means she waited till her late 30s as it was. So she doesn't strike me as.
I don't
know. No, wait, I'm just saying she doesn't strike me as a person who's going to just be having children all willy-nilly, is my point.
Oh, correct. 100%. But also, I am definitely of the belief that sis was out there swinging it around the pole, shaking, bending over, and shaking the tail feather long into her 30s, and the baby pulled her out of the game. Quite
Same.
possibly.
I'm of the same belief. However, again, she still made it to her late 30s. People who are reckless typically don't make it that far.
And you're right. But I mean, she was in that arena where they, I'm gonna shut up.
Which is even more reason, in my opinion, is like, if she was reckless, she probably would have had one well before her late 30s.
Child, okay.
But that's none of my business. I try to stay out of people's uteruses. Y'all know my policy on that.
Hello, my boom boom. Shout out to my girl Carmen D. That's her business.
So I feel like that's it. It was lackluster. No, everything was lackluster this week, just to be honest. So we just gonna be moving
right on along. How you feel about the foolishness that's all over social media right now with Porsha and Dennis, and them alleging that he assaulted Storm?
I don't follow either of those clowns on any platform whatsoever.
I don't either, but it's all over social media, like people tweeting about it. And I was like, what is happening? I'm like, I didn't see that last night. It didn't look to me. It looked like he jumped, but he never connected.
Oh, you mean the fight?
Yeah. So that's what they're talking about, is they're saying that in that fight, because Storm, breaking news. I was perusing the Shade Room, and they were talking about that whole debacle out in Miami, because Storm has put up these screenshots of what her face looked like, and like the scars, and carrying on about how she got attacked or whatever the case may be. But Dennis is alleging that was from another physical altercation, and then the Shade Room be having the receipts, and so they also had a picture with the or Twitter post with the dated timestamp that stated that this happened in May, but she's accusing or alleging that Dennis did this to her in July when they were in Mexico. I'm just like, this is not like, if she got hit, she might have got hit or elbowed by one of the cameramen and or security, because you was busy yapping, and it's usually always those people who all in the mix that get bust out the teeth. Like, go on.
And I don't think Dennis should be telling her to shut up, but I really do want her to shut up.
Hello, I'm not mad at Dennis. I mean, I get that it's like, ooh, you really shouldn't be telling a woman to shut the F up and cussing a woman out like that. But like,
especially like your child's mother's cousin, like that sort of.
She just got to shut the hell up. Like, we've had this conversation on this show about people who just, sometimes you just got to shut the hell up.
No argument for me, because she works my nerves. Every single time. It's like, here comes Storm, and I'm just like, girl, shh,
just be quiet.
But the thing that gets on my nerves the most is that, like, Porsha never stops her.
No, because Porsha the rah-rah. I think that if Porsha wasn't on TV, she would be just like that.
She does. And she even said at the end, she was like, yeah, but she's being loyal to me. So she's one of those people who's like, if you're on my side, I'm never going to tell you to hush. And this show is painting her in a terrible light, because juxtaposed to that, you see Dennis like telling his mom, like, Ma, chill. Like, it's not, we don't even got to do all that. Like, relax,
Trying to even yelling at his mom, like, stop.
Right. Like, you don't got to do all that. And that's his mom. And Porsha doesn't even have the sense enough to be like, Storm, like, relax. It's not even all that. Like, we're not even doing all of that today.
Hello.
This show is not good for her.
It's not. And I find it even more problematic. So the drunk conversation that they had at the Tea-quila. Yeah, Tea-quila, as Londi was calling it. Don't nothing good ever come of people confronting one another over situations that have already happened with the alcohol. Like that, we all knew it was bound to blow up. And like Dennis was taking me down with this, like, calling homeboy a snitch bitch or whatever he was calling him because he ran and told that. And the thing is, like, I'm in agreement with you and Dennis. Like, my man should have just kept his mouth shut. It's not your business what is going on. Just because the girl is here, like Dennis said, I have over 600 employees. Why would I know that this one particular employee got hired or was still working there?
But even with that, I just felt like
it's convenient as hell.
My thing is this. I don't know if I've shared this with the audience yet, but my thing is this. You can do whatever or say whatever, just as long as you are willing to stand up in it. If old boy had been like, yes, I told her, that's my boss, you were moving wild, and I told her.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it is what it is. I feel like that I can respect. But all of this, like, no, I told Lauren, and then Lauren told Porsha, and it does.
The thing is, you was gossiping. If you was gonna tell her, you should have told it to the person that needed to know.
Just tell her. I don't like that. Like, I don't like a bunch of snake shit. Like, I don't like a lot of like, I just can't stand it. Like, if you said it, tell the person you said it and stand up in it.
Hello? I'm like, that's one thing about me. You ain't got to worry about it. If I said something, I'm going to tell you what I said and what I didn't say. And I'll correct whatever you came to me with if it's wrong.
Absolutely. Like, and even if I put my foot in my mouth, and sometimes I do, I'll be like, damn, my bad.
Hello? Not even a damn, my bad. Yeah, I said that.
Well, or no, I mean, like, there have been times where I was like, I said something thinking it was funny and it came back around in a way that was not funny. And I was just like, ooh, I said that as a joke. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was funny. And so anyways, what else? Porsha and
the biggest thing with all of that.
The whole Dennis is an odd little bird. However, he does not be wrong. Because
no. I fool with Dennis. This show has done him such a service.
A huge service. Because Dennis was like, when he sat down with them, it was like, we had fun. It was fun.
But we are not friends.
We are not friends. Y'all are Porsha's people. And y'all invited me on this trip to do all of this. And Porsha ain't even showing up. So what am I doing here? I need to go down to Tulum. I'm going to Tulum because y'all are not my family.
Okay.
Y'all are not my family. And this is exactly what we said the last time. It's like, well, why is Dennis and his mama even there?
Hello?
Like, and especially if Porsha ain't going to show up.
Like, what's the point? What is the point?
And Lauren getting her together helped me tremendously because Lauren called her out on all of her shit. And I appreciated that because Lauren was like, you are not fixed. You are this is your family. This is your mission, Porsha. Like, we're here trying to support you and you ain't even showing up.
You're not even doing none of the things. But like when Porsha had her breakdown moment, I did feel for her because I understood, like, you are not intentionally creating havoc, but are creating havoc because you're trying to heal a wound from your childhood, because you now have a daughter that's going to be in the same position that you were once in. And it's like, go and get some work through on that and then come back and try to create the space that you think is best for Pilar.
Yeah.
Because right now,
inviting all these randos and people that don't get along to Mexico, it's not it.
It's not it at all. And it's not helpful. It's not helpful. Everybody's blood pressure is raised and high. Everybody ready to fight. Like, you about to seemingly, well, at this point, like, there's going to be a full disruption between her and Londi. But like, the things that confused me is, like, in the earlier episodes, Porsha was just like, oh, Londi's my cousin that puts everything in order and just tells it like it is, and so on and so forth. And like, I just love her or whatever. But then episodes later, it's like a whole different story. Like, they can't seem to get along. They can't.
Well, it's just because of that. It's like the thing you love about a person is also sometimes the thing you end up hating about them. So the thing that Porsha loves is that Londi can, like, gather everything and gather everybody. And the thing that she hates is that she gathers her too. So
I'm like, girl, didn't get it together, sis. That you
and
won't be gathered.
even when she was talking to Dennis, like, yeah, you didn't fire Storm, but you fired me.
Right, but that part was that's what I was saying, like about the relationships getting ready to be effed up or be irreparably damaged, because now you have your baby daddy, an ex, telling his former employee who's your first cousin that you had her fired. How you gonna explain that?
How you going to explain that?
Because like literally Londi's face, she was just like dead silent, like somebody had knocked the wind out of her.
Yeah. I don't think she was lying. And based on how Porsha interacted with Lauren and their employment situation, and that's her damn sister.
Hello, Lauren was like, I quit.
She was like, I can't do this with you no more. So I can only imagine how she was with Londi.
And I'm interested to see what comes of that if Londi ever says anything. But it could be like that she just stews on it, because like at this point ain't nothing been said. And maybe, right time, right place. There's too many monkeys at this show for her to be speaking up, because every time she says something, Storm got to talk. So I could understand. Right.
Surface.
Hello. And I'm just like, I could totally understand Lonnie not wanting to create another circus where nothing gets resolved, because you got people that don't have nothing to do with it. Yeah. That damn Storm is obnoxious. Like, if this show is on next season, that child got to go.
I don't think it's going to be on another season.
I mean, well, hello, Don't Be Tardy for the Party lasted for like however long.
That's their life, though.
This is Porsha's life, evidently. So she's telling us.
But I thought the whole premise of the show is the vacation to fix it. Whatever. It's terrible. It's an awful show. And to be honest, if we were not reviewing it, I would not be watching it.
How y'all feel? Would y'all be watching this show, or are you watching the show?
Are you watching it, child?
I'm like, you don't have no reason. So are you watching the show?
All of the tweets have just been like, this is awful.
Like, they're ripping her to shreds.
They are ripping her to shreds. Like, everybody is like, this is redeeming Dennis, and Porsha looks awful.
Dumb. Ridiculous. And like all the things that he was like saying that he had issue with in their relationship, you are not putting it on Front Street for the world to see. And I get that, like, maybe back in the day when we were first really introduced to Porsha, she was playing dumb. But like, were you playing?
I don't think she was playing. I don't think she was playing. I really don't. I don't think Portia's that bright. I'm just going to be honest. And like, even the way she reasons things out, like her rationale behind stuff, you be like,
girl, where the hell did you get that from? Because 2 plus 2 don't equal X and fucking W. Like,
and it's like, even on the Housewives, I'll just be like, Portia's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. I ain't never been really on Porsha's side about a whole lot other than her reaching over and grabbing Kenya, because that heifer deserved it.
And did. Okay. And did.
So,
because at some point a fish is fitting to see red. Okay.
So that's all I'm saying about that. Do you have anything else about that terrible show?
Girl, no, I don't even know what that. Oh, well, hold on. The reenactments of the folks at the keynote.
Oh man!
And when they was on the bus and they started acting like Aunt Darlene with the like, girl, what is wrong with you? Dennis had me down.
Yeah,
because they was all screaming like, come on now, like what the hell was that? It made me feel like was Aunt Darlene on the Boogly Blue? Like, what happened?
It was like she caught the ghost. But yeah, and I will say this last thing about Dennis. He is redeemed also because he just will tell the truth. Like, listen, we all not cheated on Porsha when she was pregnant. Like, he will start a sentence that way. And when you start a sentence that way, it's just like, well, he admitted it. Now you're listening to the rest of the sentence like, All right. Well, Dennis
All
makes
right,
a good
then.
point.
So what? It sounds like we finna get some good logic right quick. Okay, let me pay attention.
And like Dennis is not the most. He's not the most articulate. He has that very like, slangy
Country
type
boy
of
slang.
speech. And
Mhm.
I understand it. It's fine for
Hello,
me.
sure do. The
Like
fact
it
is,
cracks
how
me
about
up.
this? The fact that they was translating the colloquialisms.
I was like, this is not Dennis speak. This is
This
just
was
black
just black.
shit.
Okay, Black
Especially like
Americans.
black Atlanta speak. Okay.
South at that. Work, fade, like, yeah, we say that up here.
Okay. Yes, we do.
And
We say work.
and we are all of a certain age with where those words come from.
So all I'm saying is I didn't need no translation for Dennis. But Dennis, the logic be sound as hell.
It does. And do.
You know?
I ain't mad at you, brother Dennis. Right now, we team Dennis.
We're team Dennis over here. I mean, he did her wrong, but like as far as this situation is concerned, team Dennis, I don't know.
I'm with you. With you when you're right.
With you right. All right, you want to go on to the Salt Lake City mess?
I missed the episode before this one, so if you remember.
I don't. Salt Lake City is just so
exhausting.
It is. And it's like a bunch of people, you know what it is? It's a bunch of people who have watched reality TV and now are trying to put on reality TV. It's like
about that.
It's just like, hold on. It's like, I don't know. They're arguing, they're doing like the staged arguing and then the consoling, but then they're talking cash shit behind. Like Whitney and her whole thing that she did with Jen. This whole thing, like she dragged Jen.
Oh, yes.
Up and down, left to right, all up and through Vale or wherever the hell they went. And now she's Jen's best friend.
Like, where they do that at?
How, Sway? Like, if you were cordial with her and you were able to just show up and be like, you know what? I'm going to be cool with her because she don't need no more problems. I could get behind that. But you're like, arm in arm, down the block, skipping into the pho party.
And these damn, are you seeing her fist?
It's like they're skipping, the skipping. They're skipping down. And I just don't understand it. That to me, I can't.
My thing is like, Jen, girl, Jeannie came through and gave you the lay of the land, said all them hoes was talking about you, okay? And for you to be
saying, including me.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. You gotta trust the person that's gonna own their stuff and tell you what happened.
And even Meredith was like, oh, y'all was talking about her. Now y'all want to be her friend. If you're going to be her friend, I don't like her. I ain't going to be her friend. But if y'all going to be her friend for real.
Hello? And the fact that she said, she was like, I'm not in a place to be her friend.
Although, let me say this. Like, Meredith is kind of dragging that shit out. Like,
I mean, she is.
Brooks has now sat down with Jen. They made peace or whatever. And Meredith is just like a dog with a bone. And this whole, what did I say? Don't invite me when you invite her. Girl, y'all are on a reality TV show together.
Girl, they're going to do that. That's the whole point, for you to have these stupid reactions, sus.
Y'all going to be in the room together. Like, let's just move on.
Get over it, girl.
Get over it. You don't have to talk to her. Y'all going to be there together.
I always get Meredith and the other one confused. What's her name?
Lisa
is two-faced as the day is long, okay? But like, she was not wrong when she said to Mary, you did call her a Mexican thug. I was like, actually, she didn't. What she actually said was that she was a thug, like those Mexicans in the cartel or something like that. I was like, None of this shit is appropriate, sis.
It's not.
Like, you're just lumping a whole bunch of people together, and that's wildly disrespectful. Like, come on now. How are you a woman
It's
of the cloth and you are speaking this way about other human beings? Like,
it's
so
so
disrespectful.
disrespectful. However, at least you can say Mary don't discriminate on who she's problematic about. Sis ain't miss nobody.
No,
not even the black.
You don't go to the 7-Eleven because the what does she call them?
I don't even know, but she don't even miss the blacks. Okay,
You don't. But she said something. I think she called them thugs too, robbers.
Robert.
I'm just like, yo, when she was sitting at that, who was she sitting at lunch with? Meredith. She was sitting with Meredith at lunch, and she was talking about Lisa, or was it Whitney? I don't know. She was talking about one of them, but like her facial expressions, she was just like, if you don't like me, honey, then like, what is the point? Like, but her face was just like,
but even Mary like made me mad because she was like going over there to try to comfort Jen at the foot party, but then she was just like, no, I don't trust her. I don't like her.
Like, what are you doing, sis?
Which one is it?
You just over here.
Oh my god, I can't.
I'm convinced that Mary is on some sort of benzodiazepine, something, because sis be floating. She be zooted, okay?
Man, Mary is just a good time. I don't even know how else to say. She is problematic as hell. And honestly, I don't think she knew that thing was a slur when she was talking to Jeanie. I really don't think she knew it was a slur.
She didn't. Well, I don't even feel like it was an intentional dig.
Yeah, because Mary, when she wants to slur, she slurs.
Then conveniently forgets that she said that shit.
I can't. But like Mary just cracks me up. She is like Kathy Hilton on Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's just like, girl, are you even here? Like,
hello, are you with us? Mary be having a lot going on. I just like
that lady cracks me up.
She be like, or like her facial expressions.
Like, I can't. She cracks me up.
What is going on? I'm gonna get Mary down. I'm gonna get her down because I'm just like, I was watching that shit yesterday and I was in here dying just because Mary is crazy. She's like, I don't have time for this. No, goodbye. Because she got up and started walking away. Oh, Jeanie in the boots.
I see where she was coming from, but I don't think I would have gave them back.
Hello, them boots was cute. 1, 2. You took everybody off to the side to confront Mary about a racial slur that she didn't seemingly know was a racial slur.
Now,
like, then really and truly, you took her aside with the whole group to address her about a backhanded comment, because that's what it is. It's just like when people say, "Oh, you're so pretty for a fat girl," or "You're so pretty for a light skinned girl," or "You're so," or like dark skinned girl. Yeah, like it's a backhanded compliment, but like, are we really taking it that far? To
here's the thing, though.
I mean, she is problematic as F.
I agreed with Jeanie on this for this one reason. Mary lies.
Yes. I did not say that. Yes, you did.
Jeanie was like, look, I'm getting ready to pull her aside and I'm taking everybody with me because I need witnesses to what this lady is about to say. So normally I'm like, all right, do the one-on-one. But I was with her and I understood why she pulled everybody in. Like, I don't want no misunderstanding. Like, you don't got to hear it secondhand.
My thing is, say that off the rip, as opposed to I brought everyone over here because I wanted to confront Mary about something. Girl, that just sounds dumb.
Yeah, well, she said it
in the confessionals.
Well, she said going into the thing, but not at the time.
No, but the outcome of that left us with Whitney like really asking of an explanation from Mary, as though Mary owes you any emotional labor whatsoever. Like Whitney is very demanding in a way that is giving Karen like
And
a
let me
lot.
say this about Whitney. Y'all know I can't stand Whitney. I cannot stand that lady because of the Karen.
Because
Because of the Karen.
Wow.
I read on the internet
Oh
that
yeah, she's being indicted, ain't she?
her husband is now under investigation for running some pyramid scheme. So watch what you say, lady. Okay? You done did all of this talking when it comes to Jen, and now here you go. And guess where his money was? Guess where they're gonna find his money laundering? In your businesses, ho.
And who gonna look like Boo Boo the fool?
And who gonna look like a fool? And then also, you spent y'all's whole life savings on that piece of mess,
and still was spending to have a goddamn soiree.
I don't like that lady. I can't. When I tell you, she is up there with me on one of my most hated housewives.
Who your most hated housewife?
Good question. Let me come back to that.
Ooh, we should do that. That might be like a little fun one-off.
Yeah, let's
like most loved, most we'll do like a
she's high up there.
list.
She's giving Rinna a run for her money for sure. Rinna is top 3 for me. I can't stand Rinna either.
Rinna before Dorit?
Dorit is number 1.
I was like, Rinna before Dorit?
Rinna's number 1. It's Rinna, probably Rinna, Dorit. I mean, no, Dorit is number 1. Dorit, Rinna, and then Whitney. Kenya's top 5 though.
Okay, so we're gonna do a one-off where we do like housewives superlatives.
Housewives ranked. We'll do that separate.
Yeah,
okay. Mary, why her mama gotta liquidate her retirement when she's dripped in Gucci all day, every day?
Who? What?
Mary? I'm not Mary. Jen.
Oh, because she don't own none of that.
Did you see that? Jen had her mom had to liquidate $1 million retirement,
which is crazy,
to pay the retainer for Jen's attorney. But you're always dripped in designer. And listen, I want to be clear. I understand liquidity, okay? Don't try it. I understand what liquidity means. I know that you don't have your money just sitting in the bank, but you should have some stocks or something to sell that you can get to $2 million. If that is your zhuzh, you ought to have some money sitting around that you could liquidate, that you don't have to tap into your mama's retirement for your retainer.
Hello? But it sounded like Coach Shaw was like, you wanted to figure this one out. I'm not finna pay for not a damn dollar.
And also, like, Jen is at an age where she ought to have her own retirement. Like, I understand, whatever she was doing was, I guess, entrepreneurial or off to the side or whatever. But word to the wise people, get your affairs in order. Like, have your retirement and stuff set up, even if you're an entrepreneur, even if you're working or whatever. Like, you need to invest in your freaking 401k if you have one, or you need to have your Roth outside or whatever. Like, you have to have that kind of stuff.
Black people need wills and other appropriate documentation.
Yeah, not just wills either. Like, all the things.
That sounds like an other appropriate documentation. Okay.
Other appropriate documentation and assets.
Listen, it sounds like Kandron need to teach us a class.
Like that made me angry. Like, that lady is a teacher and she managed to save $1 million, and you got to go get her whole savings to.
She looked broken when she was saying that too.
Yes.
And I understand that, like, it's your child and you want to be there for your child. But there's no, I would not, I just would not have given her all of my money.
Absolutely not. You need to run a fire sale on your closet.
Hello?
And go find some of that money. Like Coach Shaw said, downsize and find some of that money. you need to figure it out. But I'm not giving you my whole retirement to piss off as on your lawyer's retainer. And not saying you shouldn't get the top a lawyer, but you should get the top lawyer that you can afford.
You can afford.
You
Amen.
don't have to have the $2 million attorney.
Okay. Amen.
You wouldn't get the $2 million attorney on my account.
Child, the way my bank accounts is set up. Good luck.
Well, I mean, I don't have $1 million to give anybody for a retainer, but I'm just saying.
That's my point.
Even if that was the case, I wouldn't even ask my mom for something like that. God, like I would never even be like,
y'all better go ask the Department of Education for your money.
This was like, I can't believe this lady has to liquidate her mom to get $2 million when she's walking around like she's
big ass rental property. So that's a huge expense. I'm sure that house got to be somewhere around 45 to 5,000, maybe even more than that a month to be in. Even if you all are just most likely they're Airbnb and that shit. I think
for a few months while they record or whatever, tape or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just like I think the only person that really films in their actual house is Mary.
Yeah, you can tell it's her house.
Ooh, Mary.
That's pretty much all I got. I don't know. Anything else good happened? We talked about the party. We talked about Mary, Jen, and her money woes.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's much else. I mean, outside of, all the things we ran down. Tell us what you think about Jeanie and her, if you watch the show, of course, Jeanie and her belief that Mary was a racist. How do y'all feel? Maybe we just have a perspective that's not aligned. But I know when her and Dewey was sitting there having that conversation, I literally was like, well, shit, I'm Black and I got the eyes. So like, and this is something I heard all my life. So it's like,
also, I don't know. The way she spun it to Dewey was kind of like,
yeah, she did not. I mean, she didn't say the whole thing, but like, she made more of an inflection on the slanted eye comment, and I just.
And then he was like, "We were called slanty eyed." I'm like, "That's not what happened." Mary says she liked your slanted eyes, which is not appropriate.
No, it's inappropriate. It doesn't mean she's a racist. A racist.
But she didn't point and be like, "Ooh, look at her." It wasn't that.
No,
it wasn't that. So and like I said, with Mary knows how to be offensive. So
and does. And has no problem in doing so. I feel like the difference between Jeanie and is her name Jeanie also the other one, the doctor in Dallas? Tiffany. Dallas. Her name was Tiffany, but there was something that happened that was like racist against, and I want to say it was something around the eyes, like the redhead woman, I forget her name, from the Dallas Housewives. She was like on social media making fun of Tiffany and how she looked. And that is racist. I think
that's racist.
That is definitely totally different than a backhanded compliment. I don't think
I didn't think it was backhanded, really. I just thought it was just inappropriate.
As somebody who understands where Jeanie is coming from people saying that, and like being, especially like as a kid, like, no, I am American, but like kids are just rude and mean and nasty.
Yeah, that's
and that was one of the things that I was picked on too about when I was really little. So like, I get it. I just I don't know. I don't know that I feel like it's racist. It's just ignorant as hell.
Yeah, that's where I fell out on it too. So anyways, let us know what you're watching. I am watching Housewives of Miami. I'm starting from the beginning. So
that's a good time. I gotta get back on Peacock. Maybe Miami next week. But I mean, this only on Peacock. So I don't know that y'all will be able to watch it, but that was a good time. If you do have Peacock, please go back and rewatch with Kandron.
I haven't gotten to the good time yet, but Mama Elsa's hilarious.
Right, that's my favorite, Mama Elsa.
The rest of them are boring boots. The rest of it is like and also I'm dated because of my location. But like, I'm like, yeah, this is exactly right. This is exactly what it is, and this is exactly why I gotta go. This is right.
Oh Lord.
So, we'll see. Watching that, I'm watching Meredith at First Sight. We're gonna do Selling Tampa. So
Yes.
let us know what you're watching. And that's it. Everything's in the description box. And we'll talk next week.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Laters.